Hey y'all, what's up? My beautiful peeps. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gifted Since 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me. The Queen is back. All right, y'all. I know, like I said, I've been, hustling, doing things here and there, but it's time for me to really get to the nitty gritty of things. And I promote Normani and Chloe, Normani Kordei, Chloe Bailey on this platform. And I do try to put in the effort to like promote their music and, all that great stuff. Now, all these things, the same old about is Normani, Chloe, are they capable of being the next huge superstars in the music industry? This is my thing because I don't want to be like bored with this topic, but to even add a little bit of fire to it, they've been capable. But I feel personally that it's more than just being the next superstar. It's more than that. It's longevity. It's the connection with your music. It's the impact with your music. It's the how can you as a musician, as a black female musician, how are you able to navigate in this cutthroat music industry? And it's the truth. Now we already know Normani Corday fans team, Normani, we know Normani Nation. Chloe Bailey fans, we already know about, her just she's and I'm gonna tell you something, Chloe Bailey, so far, she has been getting the promotion. She has been booking stages, she has been getting opportunities, I have been seeing how her performance from the AMAs. I believe it was last year. She got, to perform, and then, Normani, we've seen our, girl perform at the AMAs twice, and we know the second time around, it was like, come on now. But I also feel, this is my opinion, you have the right to disagree or agree. That's cool. By next year, we need to hear the debut albums. Now, I know we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but here's what I want for both of them. There's room for both of them, okay? There's room. Now, the thing is, their artistry has to be unique and it has to be the music. I personally feel like they need to bring back that traditional R&B, pop, hip hop sound and even stay current with the music. I feel like their musicianship, the quality that they have the ability to really break the cycle. Just how the musicians that came before them, they were able to do the damn thing, and I feel that for both women and how, especially sonically for their music, I feel like just, allow them to be themselves on their debut albums. Now, at the same time, the fans, we need to support them and buy the music. And with this social media climate, you can't just be a fan on social media. And that's what I noticed. You got to be a fan out, go to the store, digital music, go on Amazon, go on Apple iTunes, go on these music outlets. Because I feel, unfortunately, because of how the quality that they have, the musicians that I grew up with, no comparison because they're great as well and they're great as well. But we don't even have these music platforms, right? Imagine we would have still had 106 in Park. We would have still had TRL. We would have still had those music avenues for that kind of quality of talent and work ethic that these women have. They definitely deserve music platforms such as those. And I feel like, and this is why I say Normani's team, they're not really, they've been dropping the ball. They have. Because Normani has put out a couple of singles. We already know the singles as Normani Nation fans. But I'll say that last single, Fair, she should have been promoting the hell out of that song. You just can't just drop a song and promote it one time. And that's it. That's not how it goes. And I feel like even the people in the music industry, I don't really know. So I'm gonna do my best to stay neutral, but also be blunt. The team of managements, they got to get really strategic more. And you have an artist, a musician with that quality, that showmanship, that work ethic, that they can be themselves in their own lane. Because I feel, unfortunately, it's too much of the fans also. And this is another issue that I have noticed, that the fans keep demanding music, harassing Normani for music. When are we gonna get new music? It don't come like that. It's not like in our minds we may feel like, oh my God, like no, she's gonna have to focus getting her music out there. Even making sure that her sound is sonically catering to R&B, pop, hip hop. I see her more as a versatile musician. I see her more of like that enigma. And then I noticed also that even with people, we already know her critics, Normani's critics, is whatever. But we gonna have to show out for her and buy her music. It's not just social media. We have to buy her music. We have to. If you're a fan, if you're not able to buy her music right away, that's not the. I don't care. Like I said, I know people. I understand. Like you could be a fan and still support how you support. But we also got to save up and buy her music. We're fans because I grew up with, most fans would buy the music, you know, support, buy the music. And I feel that Chloe Bailey, she's another female musician. She has been putting in the work. She has been doing her thing, versatility with her music. Now, those two singles, Have Mercy, Treat Me, in my honest opinion, and I will talk about For the Night, okay? Because I feel that Have Mercy and Treat Me are pretty much like those two singles that have like I kind of think like the prelude to like the up tempo bangers that we'll probably get, and then the For the Night is the a record where it has more of like that R&B pop nostalgia to it. But that record right there is way better because I kind of feel like this is the kind of sound that she's better off doing. Even listening to her music from the Kids Are All Right debut album, Ungodly Hour, with her superstar, talented musician, sister Halle Bailey, because she came from a girl group, right, with Halle Bailey, her sister. So you got to make sure, like I said, I just hope that when they release their debut albums, we need to have a promotion campaign. There needs to be a promotion campaign from their management. We don't, I'm gonna tell you something. I noticed we hardly barely nowadays see a lot of R&B promotion, hip hop promotion nowadays. And I feel that the people, like, we don't really know. We don't know what goes on. Because like I said, I don't know. I'm just a fan, right? But I've noticed that that whole thing about not really promoting, getting the same, lack promotion, you're not getting the same opportunities as your peers in the music industry. You're always getting compared 24/7, especially in other musicians that have the funds, the big machine, the resources to promote their music, and they're selling like hotcakes. And it's the truth because unfortunately, if you don't have a team management, they're not strategic. If you don't have a team, and this happens with any musician, I don't care how talented, I don't care how you put in their work, not puts you down, like heck no. What I'm saying is that I've seen it as a fan, and it's like in a limbo, and it's very aggravating. I've seen it. Okay, I have witnessed my favorite artist album delays, a record that's supposed to be coming out a certain date, but it got released too early, or they're going through some really messed up stuff behind the scenes where the messed up entities in the music industry, you don't know what's going on. Then you have the like okay, promoting the single, and then we don't really hear nothing else. Or even these freaking award shows. And I have to be honest, the award shows nowadays suck anyway. It's not how I grew up, our generation, how I can't, I mean, it's we grew up. Like, we haven't really seen the last time an award show, especially with that diversity and especially with different walks of life. But BET Awards, I'm going to make a video about BET. And I will say this: BET should be on a top tier pedestal, but it's not. Not how where I came from, how I grew up. Period. I grew up with top tier quality because really the award shows, it wasn't just about the awards, and that's why I kind of feel like it's just the awards. It was about the music, celebrating up and coming black musicians with music. Now, the Soul Train Awards, they've been consistent for years. Even a few years they took a hiatus, but they came back, but they're top notch. And I feel like BET, I kind of feel like they need they should take a break a little bit, even with the BET Awards, because we don't really depends on who the musician is. We don't really see a lot of like the R&B soul musicians on there. And even the same categories, you get to see the same artists, same same category. Say it's like there are artists, musicians that they deserve as well to get their accolades. It's not just about the same people all the time. I've noticed it with MTV. It's the same thing. And also even with black musicians, it was very difficult years ago. Black musicians, they getting themselves out there. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of haluka. There's a lot of limbo. Racism, biasness, everything that was going on, right? It's still going on to this day. I see hints of it. And I kind of feel like even I look at other people's opinions, like other fans' opinions. I say, yeah, I see your perspective. And really, like I said, when the fans, we support and we promote the artists, and like I said, I'm just saying, but I kind of feel like even with Normani and Chloe, they are capable. They've been showing it. We just need to see more of them out there with the promotion, correct promotion, um, book the stages, see their live performances on Jimmy Kimmel, which we have seen them. Like I said, I'm taking tabs. Yes, we have seen their Jimmy Kimmel live performances, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I have been promoting, so I know. But the thing is, when it's time for them to release a single on the radio, and I'm gonna tell you something, these radio stations, I don't really know behind the scenes how it really works. I don't really know. But I'll say this: it's pretty much depends on the team and management that a musician has. And as far as them on social media connecting with their fans, I say the bare minimum. I don't care, bare minimum. If I was a musician, I would do bare minimum. Minimum. The reason why is because it's a full time job as a musician. You make all this sacrifice, you make all this hard work, and you make sure that you have to be literally working, even making a contribution on your own. I have seen musicians that they have literally had to not just wait on anybody. Sometimes they had to do it themselves, which is great. I'm not saying you can't have help, but you gotta have the right people to help you. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that I've heard how musicians they had to take matters to their own hands. They had to, get the ball going because messed up people from their management and the record labels, and it's a lot. So I feel like Chloe and Normani should do that as well because literally I feel like both of them they literally are really dope in their own way. But also with the comparisons, put everything out in the ocean, throw everything out the window. We're beyond that. And I kind of feel that, listening to, people, and like I said, like I said, I know I'm just a fan. I just love talking about music. I just feel like that's just pretty much cool to talk about music and artists, because even I also have noticed that, let's talk about even when they release their debut albums. And I'm just really, excited for both women, because the what you call it, promotion and the marketing, they're gonna have to really, really, really get as much support, because really, like I said, I feel unfortunately it's like, even them, going off on social media at times, that's cool. But really, they should just take the high road, let people talk smack, and drop them debut albums when it's the right time. Because the thing is, I feel that both women, they literally are gems in their own lane. And I just want them to just connect. It's best to connect with your fans when you go on tour. Yes, social media is important, but you should use your social media to promote your music and your brand, really. Connecting with fans, because I'm telling you, these daggone ignorant fans, at times, they be the cause of all this destructive, unnecessary chaos. Period. They are. And we have to be mindful that we got lives too. They got lives. We can't live through them. It's okay to be a fan, you know? So I feel that even, listening to, people's perspectives, and how it's not just social media, it's buying the music, and especially with these artists, they just deserve to get more, especially with these black female musicians, because I have to be honest, it's the same old same, because I ain't gonna get into it. They're just over, it's a broken cycle with that. But I feel like, as I noticed that Chloe Bailey, she has really done a great job staying consistent, putting herself out there as a musician, like making sure her music is out there, her management's team is out there. Now, for the night, the song, I love that song. The video is just trash. I'm gonna tell you something. There should have been more dance breakdown scenes, because too much of this social media, it just wasn't like behind, it just wasn't, I didn't feel for the night, I didn't feel it. The art cover gave me dark goosebumps, gave me like that really mystical, like, ooh, that like traditional R&B, soul, hip hop, I would say pop, like 90s throwback, 2000s, the art cover. I said, wow. It reminded me of like how the art covers, especially in the 90s and early 2000s, like, I was like, okay, cool, because R&B soul music was more profitable years ago. It was very profitable. It still can be profitable. The only issue is, it's a lot of this, things have changed that music industry, and it really, like how people have said, well, R&B is dead and pop music is dead, and it's crazy, crazy, but it's not. It's just these musicians gonna have to be on the game plan and say, listen, I don't care what music I make. I just need the right team, promotion, put in that work, and make sure, stay, aware about stuff. Same thing with Normani. Normani has did a great job of staying consistent with her music. She has. But I feel like that song Fair would have been playing on the radio. Fair pretty much is one of those records where it has like that R&B soul ballad acoustic feeling to it. Another freaking single that just, her team manager just dropped the ball with it, you know? So hopefully the next single, like I said, she has a single on the way called Candy Paint. Now, when she releases that song, Candy Paint, I really want this song to be promoted, and I really want the song to get, airplay, real airplay. So that's all pretty much. But I kind of feel that, you know, like I said, we just gonna have to wait. We just gonna have to really, like I said, and I'm not here to even, like I said, like all this, just focus on the music. It got to get back to the music, because one thing for sure, I've noticed that both of these young women, and I even can tell that they're very hungry for, their respect and their accolades down the line. Because really, as I listen to the female musicians that I grew up with, different generations, it's the same thing. It's no different, just a different generation. But a lot of things, like how the music industry has changed over the years. It's a lot right now with this generation, and how like promotion and marketing is more of a social media. It's more of like that social media promotion of music, but it's like we still gotta have that old school route, you know? We still gonna have to go out there and buy the music. Save up your coins, buy the music. Go to the concerts, save up your coins, buy the music. If you're not able to, that's fine. I'm not, it's okay. But what I'm saying is put in the effort, you know? But like I said, Normani, Chloe, they're dope, period. I don't care, they're dope. I just wanna make things clear, as a fan, from my observation, that I feel like, okay, cool. So, like I said, guys, what are your thoughts and your opinions of this video? Because I would love to see Normani fans and Chloe Bailey fans share your thoughts and your opinions. And also, like I said, 2023, let's anticipate their debut albums. And with that being said, I wish you guys blessings and everything else, period. So, Normani, Kordei fans, Chloe Bailey fans, share your thoughts and opinions. Stay tuned next episode. Get Since 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. And as always, stay tuned next episode of Get Since 92 Dragon Ball Z Narrative Reference. Peace. Bye bye. You guys exiting out. The Super Saiyans out.